Hello everyone, Fred here. In this installment of TPP Dynamite, I'm going to be discussing some breaking news that will probably divide legions of Marvel fans. That is how Sony has just announced its official sale of its Spider-Man IP to Disney for $8 billion. First things first though, if you haven't already, let me encourage you to subscribe to my channel. I post film, book, and TV series reviews. I do opinion pieces on entertainment, news, and affairs. I'm also an author of adult and young adult mystery novels. To date, I've released 3 books, The Women in White, The Lethal List, and Textbook Murder. They're all on sale. There are purchase links in my video description below, and I encourage you to check them all out. With that in mind, and without further ado, I'm going to just dive right into it. So it's not even a secret anymore that Sony Pictures has been going through a major rough patch for the past few years with regards to its Marvel movies. The Miles Morales Spider-Verse films and the live-action Spider-Man films that have been Sony-Disney collaborations have made a killing at the box office. The Venom movies have done reasonably well despite their diminishing returns, but Sony's litany of nowhere films revolving around Spider-Man villains and supporting characters have lost so much money and earned so much fan hate that the failure greatly outstrips the success. Madam Web, the biggest and most recent bomb, reportedly lost so much money and goodwill for Sony that the company was pressuring Disney to collaborate on another Tom Holland multiverse Spider-Man movie in hopes of landing a fast multi-billion-dollar success by which it could recoup some of the losses from Madam Web. To be clear, Sony really is the architect of its own undoing here. In fact, those of you who follow this channel know that I recently released a video where I questioned why Sony keeps refusing to play smart with the Spider-Man IP, purposefully setting money on fire with ill-advised and even more ill-made Spider-Man adjacent movies that totally ignore Spider-Man in favor of showcasing his villains or supporting characters. It's all been so confusing because Sony could easily make more Spider-Man films with, if not Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield and or Tobey Maguire, who still have massive appeal with millions of fans who'd purchase tickets in a hummingbird's heartbeat to see them in action again. At any rate though, it looks like Sony has finally found a wise solution to its financial problems and its content creation problems, and that is calling the fight. Selling the Spider-Man IP in exchange for enough money to dig itself out of the hole. Earlier today, Screen Rant and Bleeding Cool News, as well as several other major outlets, broke the news that Sony has officially accepted an $8.2 billion offer from Disney to purchase rights to the Spider-Man IP. Now, these reports are very fresh, and very few details beyond the ones that I just mentioned have been released, but it has been reported that this new deal will not take effect until early next year. Sony will reportedly still collaborate with Disney on and receive a share of the profits from a 4th Tom Holland Spider-Man movie. Sony will reportedly be allowed to produce a concluding film to the Miles Morales Spider-Verse trilogy, as well as a spin-off film focused on Gwen Stacy's Spider-Woman. There have also reportedly been very tentative conversations on the Disney side about having Tom Holland's Spider-Man co-star with Charlie Cox's Daredevil in a future season of Daredevil Born Again that would be run by Stephen S. DeKnight, who of course ran Daredevil Season 1 on Netflix. It goes without saying that this is all major news and that it'll have major implications for Sony, Disney, and the MCU moving forward. But personally, my biggest question right now is one of how fans will react when they hear